Hey.
Hey.
Okay, this is the OSRA Daily Scrum for Thursday, February 19th, 2015. Here we have Christian, Gabrielle, and myself. Christian, let's start with you.
Yeah, unfortunately nothing much to add. I didn't have time. Something unexpected came up, and 377 is on hold. Maybe this weekend I can take care of it.
What's 377?
About the date.
Oh, right. Mm-hmm.
For start April.
Have you started working on it?
No, not yet.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So
All right.
that's everything I have for now.
Okay, cool. Gabrielle.
I start doing my tasks. Here's the I made a pull request, but I don't know actually if I need to add something else, or actually I do the spec for the routines, and I add the resource to get the routines in the system. But um, actually, if you see the spec, the task, uh, I have to put not to, because I don't know,
For the
because
routing, you mean?
what? Sorry, what?
For the routing test.
The road test, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, in the road test, yeah, I have to put to not to. Uh, I guess because there is not a controller actually for orphans.
Yeah,
Um,
that looks strange to me. I'm not sure how is the behavior. I was expecting to pass the route even if there isn't a controller.
Yeah, I thought the same, yeah.
Did you try to
Sorry.
put a controller there and an action and test it?
No, I didn't try. I just leave it there. It was obviously not working, but I can try it.
Yeah, try it because I can't remember exactly how.
Because basically, yeah, Christian, I agree with you that since you've defined here resources orphans, if you run rake routes, you should see all these routes as defined now, right?
Yeah, it's accessing the Rails as an application. So I think that's everything that means. That's important for that test.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, the next thing I will try to I will create the controller, but just a blank controller. I need to create the method for the index for create.
Just create a controller to test if this is working correctly, and then discard it. And once I don't know, Christopher works on index now, and once he implements that, he will change the rule,
Yeah,
the
right,
test. I mean,
right, yeah, nice. I will do that.
unless you have better solution. You
Well,
can create controllers, of course, empty controllers for everything.
I will try. I will try to create the entry controller. We'll see if there is possible to create an entry controller, or if I have to, I don't know, we put some methods to
Yeah,
yeah to to get the index or the create the page, the other actions.
do you also need a view, or do you need to render something so it
No, no,
doesn't
no, because No, because I think if I start to, I mean, if I start to implementing the orphans, it's like I will do it. I will be doing other tasks. So basically, I will try is to.
No, I mean just for testing. I mean, just to check if it's working.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I will try to do the minimum as possible to get the routing spec fast. Um, we will see what do I need to do it.
Yeah, I think it's as we discussed, when was it, Monday or Tuesday, that perhaps this is the sort of the order of these tasks is a little bit backwards. I think it would have made more sense to implement, for example, every time, whoever implements the, let's say, orphan index controller and view also adds a test for the index route. Because
I remember on the other, on which one, the partner, I think.
yeah.
Was it Craig who started it? I think when he made the index, he also added the roots.
I guess, yes. Yeah, this is what I really don't follow. I would have thought that basically this one single line in config roots RB would be enough to create everything and to make all of this routable except for the destroy. And
yeah, well, the thing is, why isn't the test working without adding not?
Yeah. That I suppose, yeah, because when I run the routes, rake the routes, you can see the orphans route, but when I run the test, it fails. If I know that not to, it fails. The text is failed. I suppose because the controller, the spec cannot run good, so it's, something is missing and the spec is failed.
okay, well, yeah. Let's. I'll be interested to hear what you find.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Okay.
I'm looking. Let me share the screen. Oh. Can you see it?
Yeah.
So this is routes for the user created by the index controller. It's for the user's controller. It's on the index here. So he also added here where the roots. So he added the roots like you did, and here it's to be routable. It's not. It's not to.
So is it simply because the controller exists, maybe?
Thought about it. Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Well,
but don't worry, I will try to first create the controller, the entry controller, and launch the test. And if it's not working, I will try to create a dummy, actions for index create, just a dummy, just the declaration, nothing more. And let me see if it's work. And if it's not working, well, actually we need to, I don't know, create the index in the view, everything else. But I will try to do follow the minimum steps to get it working.
okay, sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
All right. So what have I been up to then? I've merged a couple of things, I think, since the last Scrum. I merged the header that Gabriel had worked on. Maybe that's it. I can't remember. But yeah, I also submitted 2 other pull requests. One is to update all of our jams, including Rails version to 4.2. And the other pull request just a few minutes ago, this functionality that the client had requested, where when you're entering sponsors, you can either just enter a single sponsor, or you can have a button that says save this sponsor and start creating another one. So I've implemented this. I'll put a screenshot in here just to show you, but actually I wonder if I have it here. Yeah, if you can you see my screen?
Not yet. No, not yet.
I'll do it right now, I guess. Anyway, so am I not sharing?
No, you're not.
That explains it. Yeah, here.
Yeah.
So there's a create sponsor, there is a create and add another, and the cancel.
Oh yeah.
And I had a, sorry?
I say it's nice. It looks nice.
Oh, cheers. I had originally, the way I had done it is I had a little checkbox here, kind of like what we have on Jira. So if you check that box and you say create sponsor, then it takes you to the new sponsor view if it saves the one that you're working on. But then I read the requirement for this, and the way that they specified it is that they want to have a button, a separate button to do it. So I ended up changing that. So now my next step is to figure out how to do this in ActiveAdmin to give them the same functionality there. And that's it for me. Is there anything else? Yeah? Is there anything else for us to discuss, guys?
No, I don't.
Anything? No.
Okay. So there is no Scrum tomorrow. On Saturday, maybe keep your eye on Slack if you're available, because it sounds like Brian might be interested in chatting with somebody.
Okay.
At some point. So nothing's been scheduled right now, but perhaps if he's around and you're around, maybe can have a quick hangout and just sort of bring him up to date on what we've been doing, and maybe he can take a new task to work on as well. And then on Sunday evening we'll have the client meeting starts at 10:30. Should we have a Scrum then at 10 o'clock?
Well, unless we have it on Saturday.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so let's say on Sunday.
I would. I would try to be there, but I know I'm not sure. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Gabriel, what time is it there for you now?
I'm in London, so actually here is
Oh, really?
Sarah. I'm Rollo. Yeah, I moved. I moved a month ago from Venezuela to London.
Cool.
So it is 8:30. 8:30.
Yeah.
What are you doing there? Studying or working or what?
Actually, I am working. I am studying. I am studying English, and I'm looking for jobs the next month. Yeah, or I will try to look or try to get a job for the next month. And yeah, that's my plan.
Cool. Good luck with that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So,
Okay. Yeah.
So guys, other thing. If I finish my task, we try to end, or we try to resolve the task of Robbie. He made a pull request on this one. I don't know if it is a shovel or it is this one.
Sorry, which pull request do you mean?
I already sent for the chat.
One.
Yeah, the last one, the 355.
Okay. Yeah, I think from what I remember, in this pull request, he actually has two different ways.
Yeah, one is
And
automatic and one is manual.
yeah,
But
and what was
last time we talked with Robbie, didn't he say he wants to finish this, or I can't remember exactly.
yeah, I can't remember, to be honest with you.
That was well, because it's like been there for a while, so I don't know. Or I take another tax for Jira. I don't know.
You know what? I think to move ahead with this task, I think we should all have a look at this in better detail and think about the implementation, because so he has one here including JavaScript.
Yeah.
But from what I recall, he said that he wasn't very happy with the JavaScript implementation, with how it was working. So in the end, I think what he said he preferred was what I think this basically, that you have that for each field that is required, you actually manually you give it a class of required field and use CSS to append an asterisk after. From what I remember, he said that that was his preferred implementation and probably the most straightforward. So how about this? Let's all of us have a look at this, and we can talk about what we think, and then how to move ahead with it. And in the meantime, Gabrielle, if you want to take something else, then there's a whole bunch of tasks that I've entered for the orphan transition to Rails.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, there's no shortage of things to do there.
Okay. Well, if I finish the one I have, I will try with other one of yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, guys. So for Sunday then, you know what? Maybe let's not have a scrum before the client meeting, but let's do the same thing we always do. Is after the client leaves, maybe we can have just a short discussion.
Sure.
And let's do that then. Okay, cool. Have a good weekend, guys. Then, and maybe see you Sunday night. If not, next Tuesday. Okay.
Sure.
All right.
Okay.
Take care.
Yeah,
Bye.
Bye.